Hi there. Today I just wanted to talk a little bit about uh, connecting with ourselves, connecting with our other aspects of our being rather than just our mind. We are so much caught up in our heads, and we identify so strongly with our mind, with our thoughts, with our beliefs, with our. But we do also have a body. If you may have noticed, we have a body as well, and the body has been generally ignored. I mean, we might exercise and we might kind of feel some pain or discomfort in our body from time to time, but essentially we don't spend enough time connecting with our body, which is such a powerful source. And this is something I've only recently discovered after doing a 10-day Vipassana retreat in the Blue Mountains towards the end of last year, how powerful connecting with the body is in terms of grounding oneself and enhancing well-being and connecting with being. So this video is I guess provided with a few techniques which came out of some of my more recent experiences with the Vipassana retreat, which is a meditation discovered 2,500 years ago by the Buddha. So it is mainly you find this kind of meditation in Buddhism, but it's in its purest form. It was Buddha's most greatest contribution to humanity to understand the nature of suffering through connecting with the body and not becoming non-reactive to what you experience. So that's something where basically what we generally do, and there are two stages of this meditation. The first stage is Anapana, which is breath meditation, and for the first 3 days what we had to do is basically pay attention to our breath. Just get up every morning at 4 a.m. 4:30 we were in the meditation hall, basically paying just observing our breath from 4:30 in the morning until 9 p.m. Of course, there were breaks. We had breakfast at 6 o'clock, and then lunch at 12, and then a piece of fruit around 5, and nothing else after that. But mainly, that's all we had to do. It was a silent retreat, so we couldn't talk to anybody, and we couldn't even make eye contact. So it was a bit very challenging period. But it's and the mind started chattering, and as for myself, I'm highly attached to productivity and time and efficiency and effectiveness. So within the first 3 days, I was just criticizing, why am I here? What am I doing here? There's so much work piling up, so many emails, piling up in my inbox, and so much work I need to get done. Why am I here? So all that criticism, kind of all that mind chatter, started to take place, and it just kept going until around day 6, day 7, when I realized, oh wow, okay, I can actually disidentify from the mind and just observe it as it chatters, and I don't have to get caught up with it. Just look at it, and that was a powerful realization. But the idea was, so after day 3, day 4, it was all body scan. It was scanning our body from head to toe and toe to head, and we just kept scanning from 4:30 in the morning till 9 o'clock for the next 7 days, and it just scanning our head, our face, our whole body, every inch by inch, piece by piece, scanning our bodies. And it sounds crazy just thinking about it, right? But it was only towards the end of the retreat that I really grasped the concept of connecting, observing, and non-reacting to the physical experiences in the body. The body is so powerful because pretty much all our emotions take place in the body. We have some thoughts, and then emotions is that connection between mind and body, and some discomfort takes place in the body, and then we react to that discomfort by getting upset, getting angry, a lot of times we actually escape those discomforts in our body, and that causes even more suffering. So the idea is to really just observe what is happening in your body without reacting to it. So if you feel some discomfort, you just observe it without reaction. But just to make things quite simple is one powerful practice, which I still do very often on a daily basis, is to bring awareness into the body, just going inside the body and just really connecting with everything inside of you. And it does two things. Obviously, it creates that connection with a big part of you that is just the body, but also it grounds you in the present moment, and it collapses time. We're spending so much time thinking about the past and future, and essentially that's just it's all either memories or imagination, memories of the past or imagination about the future. So none of it is real. The only thing that's real essentially is this very moment, and it really helps you to reconnect with the present moment by going into the body and just connecting with yourself, your own body. So I'd like you to kind of maybe let's do a quick, very short meditation by paying attention to our breath for a few moments. Now you can also take a deep breath to just ground yourself. Taking a deep breath makes you kind of feel calm, and you can do this exercise anywhere, anytime. It's not necessarily part of the meditation, but it is a very powerful tool to take a deep abdominal breathing through your abdomen. And just to hold it to the count of 4, and then letting it out to the count of 8. It just gives you, it has a very therapeutic effect. Just that deep breathing has a very therapeutic effect. So that's a good way to do that. You can do that anytime, anywhere. Even if you're not going to meditate, you can do that. But the meditation itself is just to place awareness, firstly onto the breath, and just to notice the breath as you breathe in and breathe out, and just feel the temperature of the air as you breathe into your nostrils. And there's generally, when you breathe in, you notice that the air that goes into the nostrils is cool, is slightly cooler. And as you breathe out, you notice that the air is slightly warm, and it's gone into the lungs, and there's the temperature of the lungs is warmer than the temperature outside. So when you breathe out, it's warmer. But just noticing that, and it might sound silly, like why do we do this? It really grounds you in the present moment, and your breath is with you always and everywhere. And the quality of the breath is just your natural breath without needing to regulate it. You're just naturally breathing, and you're just paying attention to the breath. And as you pay attention to the breath, it kind of brings you into the present moment. It quietens the mind, because the mind is chattering about past, future, judging things all the time, judging you, judging other people, all of those kind of judging situations, and the mind just does its own thing. So grounding yourself and paying attention to the breath is a powerful technique to bring presence to this here and now, and disidentify from the mind. So you cannot, and we've talked about this as well, you can actually observe the mind, just observe the mind chatter, and not necessarily need to react to it or respond to it. You just notice it, because it will do its own thing. As you practice this over time, the mind becomes quieter and quieter. Now, it doesn't mean you lose your mind. You still have a high level of intelligence, but what it replaces mind chatter and judgment and all those kind of repeated thoughts that you have about things, which are pretty useless. And you notice that 95% of the mind chatter is useless, and that's just the nature of it. But as you practice this, you gain a sense of presence, your mind quietens, and you still have a high level of intelligence, creativity, and you can engage in problem solving more effectively as well. So that's, those are some of the added benefits. But essentially what also happens is you become calmer and more grounded, and less dependent on external circumstances to keep you happy, and you're able to kind of let go of things when things are not the way you want them to be. You just accept it. Because why? Because you're training your mind to become non-reactive to sensations in your body. It's a mind training exercise. So as you then move into the body, you can do a body scan, what we call body scanning mindfulness practice, which is scanning from head to toe. You just basically place attention on the top of your scalp and notice any sensations. Sometimes there's warmth or tingling or itching or whatever, and you're paying attention to it without judging. You're just observing, and you scan down, scan your face, and notice if any sensations around the face. And sometimes you might not find any sensation, and that's totally fine. You're not looking for, you're not seeking anything. You're just placing attention. It's an attention training exercise to place attention and notice even subtle sensations. And you'd scan down and scan shoulders, and then go all the way to the toes, and then back again. But essentially, then you can go inside your body and just place your attention inside your body, inside the energy field in your body. You go and place your attention in, generally very useful places to place attention to is inside your abdomen. I find it really powerful, and I haven't really figured out why, but placing attention to around the tailbone. It's probably because it's a place where it can ground you. So even if you're sitting and place your attention in the tailbone, just notice it, just going inside and just placing attention there. Yeah, just going inside your body and just placing that. And sometimes it helps to feel that your body is lighting up and glowing, and that glowing kind of sensation, you feel like your body being filled up with light. That helps you kind of really be able to train your mind to go inside the body initially, but not necessarily need to. It's not a necessary exercise, but it can help. Essentially, it's not about creating any imaginations in the mind. It's about placing attention, awareness, and the awareness aspect is not a mind activity. It's a consciousness activity. It's a detaching from the mind activity that might be taking place as well. So please try this and just place some attention inside your body and notice anything that might arise and pass, and notice that even if there is pain or discomfort or negative emotions arising, just notice them without reacting to them. Just observe them. Observe those discomforts. Observe any pain. Observe any emotions. Sometimes it helps to just expand yourself, especially if some emotion or discomfort is overwhelming. Take a deep breath, expand yourself, and allow that emotion or pain to just be there, and just observe it without judging it, without reacting to it, without resisting it, without trying to change it. This is really important. The idea of it is not to try to change anything, not try to look for anything, not try to do anything other than just observe what is there, and just allow it to be there, and just completely accept it for what it is. And this is the whole point of the training, is non-judgment, complete acceptance, complete surrender to what is happening right now in your body and in your mind. And it's just creating space and just observing without reacting. It's very to many of you, this might be, it's like, what do you mean? That's just crazy. We're always trying to have positive thoughts and have positive feelings and escape negative feelings, and that's the whole idea. It's not doing that, not trying to escape negative feelings and negative thoughts, but to suddenly expanding yourself to allow it to be, because you realize your consciousness and your presence and non-resistance is far more powerful than the attempt to change how you feel or how you think. Which again, that whenever you try to change how you feel or how you think, you're actually generating internal resistance, and you actually probably feel even worse when you try to change how you feel and how you think. So this is the completely opposite. It's like surrender. Just allow it to be. Allow it to be as it is. Yeah. And it's a very powerful technique. But just me telling you about it is not going to do anything. You've got to experience it for yourself. And for me, at the beginning, it was foreign to me. It didn't make sense until I started practicing it and realizing the power of this practice. Over time, you realize how much benefit it will have for you in so many aspects of your life, in terms of your inner peace, well-being, creativity, just living a more a deeper, high level of life satisfaction. So give this a go, and feel free to reflect on it in this week or next week's discussion forum or in your reflection journal. This is, again, part of the self-leadership component. It's about leading self. Ultimately, leading yourself is going to impact everything else, your relationships, leading change, leading a sustainable world, really. So sustaining and maintaining your level of connectedness and well-being to yourself is absolutely essential. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Just to let you know, this technique has helped me to kind of really connect with myself and to become comfortable with myself, and that's not something which I didn't have in the past. I was always edgy and always try to escape myself a lot of times, and this has helped me to reconnect with myself and completely accept yourself on all levels of your being, your mind and body and your whole self, and that acceptance is happening at all levels of mind, body and spirit, and then you gain a sense of freedom, and you will still always continue to improve and grow and contribute, but from a place of abundance rather than a place of lack, from a place of service rather than a place of trying to prove your worth to yourself or anyone else. Very different. Hope this video helped, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Bye.